Dylan Dreyer of Today opens out about his personal life in a private conversation with his co-stars. The hosts of the Today Show began Thursday's third hour by discussing their amicable relationship with their neighbors. In order to introduce the subject, Al Roker questioned Chanel Jones, Dylan Dreyer, and Craig Melvin about their personal lives. "Do you stop and talk to your neighbors when you see them?" he said. Dylan then gave a first-hand account of her day-to-day activities at her residence in Manhattan. "I will say living in an apartment building, sometimes I'll open the door and hear somebody else open their door and I'll shut my door and wait till I hear the elevator ding," she said. Craig attempted to get further information from his co-host, who was taken aback by her admission. "You really want to avoid those people?" asked he. "Not that I want to avoid them, it's meaningless chit-chat that neither one of us want to have," Dylan said. As it happens, the meteorologist wasn't the first NBC personality to acknowledge that she doesn't have a strong relationship with her neighbors. Craig was hesitant to respond when Al asked the question. "I don't stop and talk to anybody," he added, before acknowledging that the neighbors could be watching the performance. Dylan couldn't help but joke that Craig's large house may be a factor in his lack of social engagement with his neighbors. "Craig's neighbors live so far away, big property," she said. In January, Dylan and her ex-husband, Brian Ficarra, put their $2.5 million New York City house up for sale. In August, there were reports that the Today Show star had taken the house off the market for a while. But a few weeks later, the property was listed again, this time with a substantial $500,000 price reduction, making $1.99 million the new asking price. The apartment, which they bought for $2.35 million in June 2016, is worth a substantial loss for the ex-couple. A few months before the first kid, Calvin, was born in December, Dylan and Brian moved into the two-bedroom, two-bathroom apartment. The 1,491-square-foot home was built in 2008 and has floor-to-ceiling windows that frame lovely views of Battery Park's breathtaking landscape. The meteorologist may not have a great relationship with her neighbors in Manhattan, but the same cannot be true for the close-knit neighborhood surrounding her $2.5 million property on the beach just outside of the city. Hoda Kotb, a former Today co-star and Dylan's close friend, lives nearby. In her newsletter for her health company, Joy 101, published on August 26, Hoda spoke candidly about their closeness. "Dylan Dreyer is our neighbor, so her 3 boys frequently come over to my house and play with my daughters all day long. They do simple things like make a makeshift lemonade stand, fish, and scoop crabs," she added. "What are we tossing on the grill tonight, is the most important question we have."